Today I'm in Minhamite, just outside of Hamilton in country Victoria, to see Belinda, Tim and their family who have been farming here since 1840. Let's go meet them and have a look around. Tim, this is a beautiful bit of land you've got here. How long have your family been here farming?
Family settled in 1840 and been going ever since, and my family, I've been back here now for 25 years, my wife and I and the kids, and carrying it on from my father. I am the 5th generation, my kids are the 6th generation. We grow faba beans here, wheat, barley, canola, hay crops and summer crops for lambs.
And then you've got lots of lamb as well?
We do, 60% crop, 40% sheep.
Nice, and you grow that sort of to work together, so you have the sheep going across the crops when they're finished and it sort of works in...
We do. We originally started as just a sheep property, and then over time with droughts and things we realised that, you know, we need to be able to grow crops for the stock, so sustainability is the key for us, and getting the crops to work for the stock and the stock to work for the crops, it's really important. We're trying to incorporate more stubble back into the crop, looking at soil health. We're getting into precision ag so that we can interrow sow. All these things just basically helping the health of the soil.
Tim, having your next generation here with you on the farm, how important is it to make sure that this farm is in a good place for them?
We're really lucky to be able to involve the family in the farm and just work together as the generations go through. That's probably my main thing that I really enjoy, is seeing the kids enjoy it, and my wife. It was left in a good way for me, so I feel the job is to continue that and pass it on in a better form than it was. So, and if everyone does that, it'll continue.
Belinda, you didn't grow up on a farm, so how did you get here to this beautiful bit of land?
Well, Tim and I met at school actually a long time ago, and then a couple of years out we sort of crossed paths again, and that was, I think, nearly about 26 years ago. So here I am.
Nice.
Yeah. It was a huge change initially, and massive culture shock, but now that I've been here this long, I couldn't imagine living in the city again. I think it's a great place for the family to grow up and, you know, enjoy sort of just being part of what's going on.
You're the cook here on the farm. What do you love to cook with the stuff that Tim grows for you?
Well, I just try and use whatever's in season, and I'm also very aware of trying to buy Australian produce and local if I can.
Having the kids here on the farm with you, do you hope to see them one day take over and do more farming here on this land?
Yeah, I'd love to if that's what their passion is. They all enjoy getting out and helping when they can and when it's needed, and I think if that's the career they'd like to pursue, that'd be fantastic. But I also think it's important for kids to try a variety of interests to see where their passions lie, because it is a huge commitment, and I think you have to be able to give it 100%.
After spending some time with Tim and Belinda at their beautiful farm where they grow a lot of broad beans, I thought, why not do a delicious recipe for you guys to cook at home using these guys. Broad beans, one of my favourite ingredients. They're in season for a very short period of time, but when they are, they're just the perfect ingredient to use in a beautiful green salad. All we're going to do is make a really quick and simple blanched spring green salad with a nice miso dressing. So the first thing we need is a big pot of rapidly boiling water, which I have here, and we're going to season that with 2 tablespoons of salt. I always describe this as similar to pasta water. You want it to be as salty as the sea. Now, what we're going to do is blanch our vegetables in batches, just so we don't overload this pot. We want to keep that rolling boil the whole time while we cook it. So the first bean we'll go in with is our broad beans, our beautiful heroes. I just thought I'd open one up and show you how they look. So you pop the tail and then open up our seed pod to reveal those beautiful little broad beans, and have a look at that. Lovely little bright green broad beans. Now I've potted all of these guys earlier, so we don't have to spend too much time doing that. We're going to go straight from here into our boiling water. We're going to boil them for about 30 seconds. That's all they'll take to be ready. While they do their thing, I'm going to start making our dressing. So the first ingredient we need for our dressing is some miso paste. really lovely fermented soybean paste that's got lots of flavour, lots of umami, lots of saltiness. To go with that, a little bit of sesame oil, that really nice toasty nuttiness that it brings. And that's about 30 seconds. So we're gonna go back and check on our broad beans and they will be ready. So we wanna fish them out. Now, when broad beans are as fresh as these, I'm just gonna serve them in their pods. You can actually peel off the skin on the outside of them at this stage to reveal an even greener little centre part, but for me, these guys are so fresh, we don't need to worry. These, like the broad beans, will take just about 30 seconds. So, we'll quickly finish off the rest of our dressing. Mustard to go in next. We want about half the amount of mustard to miso. And then some extra virgin olive oil. And for a nice little bit of brightness, we need some apple cider vinegar. I haven't added any salt into this dressing because we've got all that miso paste giving us our salty flavour. We're going to really quickly mix this together just until that miso and the mustard have all combined. And that looks lovely, nice and thick. A nice creamy dressing to coat all those beautiful green things we're going to have in our bowl. So that's ready to go, and these sugar snaps are ready to come out. You can see by blanching they go a really nice vibrant green colour. That's also another good sign that they're ready to come out of the water. Next, we're going to go in with our peas. Now, I'm going to really carefully just pour these into the sieve because these will literally take 10 seconds. We just want to warm them up. You'll spend more time trying to find them in the pot than actually blanching them if you just pour them in. So let the strainer do all the work. 3, 2, done. 10-second blanch peas. Now, our green beans will take the longest. These guys will take 1 minute. And while that happens, we'll just chop our parsley for our garnish for the salad. So just chop some nice big leaves of parsley, just like so. And then I'm gonna add some of them into the salad and we'll keep some to put on top. Start mixing it together and you can kind of see where I'm going with this salad, I think. Now, that's been a minute. And just like with the sugar snaps, these green beans have gone a bit more vibrant, a bit brighter green colour. We don't want them to go dark, so make sure we take them out straight away. And lucky last, we've got some snow peas. They'll go into our pot just for 30 seconds. While they blanch, spring onions, just a couple sliced up. Again, going in at this stage so they wilt nicely and you get that little bit of heat to warm them through and they start joining the flavour party in our bowl. We can now scoop out our little snow peas as well. They're done. You can see just the same as all the other beans we put in here. These go a nice bright green colour once they've been blanched. They're all going to be super crunchy still have loads of sweetness, but they're going to be slightly softer. Now we're going to go in with our dressing. We want this on there hot so that it really flavours everything and they suck up all that flavour. So miso and mustard dressing in there. And then we're just going to give this salad a little toss together. Like every time I make a salad, we want to make sure that dressing is coating all of the ingredients. And this is going to be delish. And we just want to make sure we fold up and have a few of our beautiful broad beans sitting up on top because they're the stars of the show. They're not in season for too long, so you make sure you use them as much as you can. Little freshen up of a bit more of our parsley just on top. And there you have a little green bowl of happiness, just like that beautiful green farm that Tim and Belinda own. That is my bowl of broad bean and pea salad with a miso dressing. For these recipes and loads of others, check out farmtofork.com.au. Follow us on social media and we'll see you guys very soon.